Right there, we'll continue to step 9 because that's a continuation from step 8. And just step 9 is make direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would harm them or others. Right, so make direct amends to such people wherever possible. And again, that's to ourselves first. Like in step 8, we always look at the self first, and so you have to make amends to yourself, forgive the addicted self that trapped you, that caused all the chaos and mayhem and consequences in your life. In person, where possible, what do I mean? If you can meet a person face to face and say sorry, that's always the best impact. So there's no hurry in this. You don't have to hurry this process. If the person, say, lives on the other side of the world and won't be home for a year, you can always wait a year. You don't have to speed up the process as long as you know this is what you want to do. If the person has passed on, if they've died, even write a letter, go to their grave, whatever you feel will work best for you. Writing a letter is more powerful and more personal than maybe sending a text or even a phone call. In most cases, people might not take the phone call if they know where it's coming from or who it's coming from. So to write a letter, and not so much an email because they might not even open the email, but just to write a letter. People will always open letters and read them. So that's the best approach. Okay, except when to do so would injure them or others. And the main thing here is when you are making amends to people. Although this is a process you're doing for yourself, for healing for yourself, to release the guilt and the shame that you carry, the main thing you must always remember is, do no harm. Do not go out of your way to create problems for other people. If making amends is going to create a problem for another person, then don't do it. Don't stir more stuff up that doesn't need to be stirred up. Don't dig up what would cause problems. Don't be going down the road to your neighbor and knocking on the door and saying, "Oh, by the way, 3 years ago I had an affair with your wife. Just thought I'd let you know." That's not going to help anybody, especially not them, especially not you. So let, as they say, sleeping dogs lie. As long as you have the willingness to forgive, don't be making harm for other people in that sense. Right, so just to summarize step 9, saying sorry from the bottom of your heart, not because you have to, but because you want to. So this is not just something that we're saying you have to do, or because the 12 steps have told you to do it, or step 9 and 8 have told you to do it. It's something that you have to want to do, something that you deep down say, I want to clear myself of this guilt and shame. I want to rid it, get it out of my body. I want to make amends and say sorry and genuinely mean it from the bottom of my heart, and this is what I want to do. Not I'm doing it because, this is what is expected of me. That's not going to work. So you have to really want to make amends to people. You have to really want to say sorry, and get it out of your system. And it's learning to forgive, and we didn't forgive in addiction. We held on to resentments and we blamed and we were bitter and ingrained, so it's about undoing all of that resentment and bitterness and judgmentalness and just ingrained hatred. Okay, the next step we'll do is step 10.